Howard, Gary and Mark. It's Take That.
Hey.
Yes! Oh my God.
So listen, we've got a lot to talk about this morning. But first of all, Gary, tell us exactly what's going on. What is it with the Take That logo? I know you've got a huge announcement to make this morning. Come on, spill the beans.
Yeah, so this is kind of like, it's all happening for us today. We've got a new single that people are hearing, a bit of a new sound for us. We've been busy making an album for the last 18 months, really excited to share the music, but also, of course, along with music comes the announcement of a tour.
So talk to us about the magic of when you guys get on stage together, because it's been 30 years of performing.
Magic, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's definitely magic. I think that's, I mean, for me personally, and I reckon the rest of the guys, it's probably the best thing out of what we do really is, we make music, obviously, when we love making albums and brand new music, which is what this album is going to be. But the icing on the cake is the tour at the end, to celebrate it, and to see people's reactions performing your brand new songs is great
Pretty
to
special.
see. Yeah, it's the best.
I've been backstage at numerous Take That concerts in the 90s. First of all, it's the noise that hits you. That's the first thing.
Screaming fans.
But the noise is extraordinary, or was. And then tears from girls in the front. How's that changed, Gary? I mean, how is as we're all a bit older and
I have
wiser?
to say, I don't think that's changed much. They still are really noisy. They're a great audience, honestly. I think a lot of other bands are jealous of us. We have brilliant fans, and they do still go crazy. And you know what the other thing is now? They bring the rest of their family with them. As maybe in the 90s they'd come by themselves, they've now got families, and they bring their children and maybe even their mums and dads. It's quite multi-generational, actually, which is lovely to see.
Yeah, that is lovely.
We love putting a big show on. I mean, that for us, it's the treat. It's the dream of just think big and do something magical, make the audience go, wow, that's what we do. We've never been a band who just walk out and sing a few songs and walk off. We want it to be a theatrical experience for the crowd. So we're back and we're ready to deliver that.
What about in your riders? Because I imagine your riders have changed quite a lot since the 90s.
Yeah. In the old days, I think our riders used to be filled with beers and wine, and we'd never drink it, but I think we realised afterwards that when we'd gone home, everybody else would go in and literally take the fridge.
Of course
For
they
the
would.
workers, wasn't it? That really?
It was, yeah, lots of beers. Lots of beer.
You mentioned the album This Life, out 24th of November. You recorded it in America, is that right? Did it in the States or?
Everywhere, haven't we?
My favourite place we were recording probably was Barcelona. That was pretty cool.
Right.
Why'd you go to different locations to record?
Well,
Because we can,
Good answer.
Do you know what? As the three of us have got older and sort of, I guess, lives have sort of. It's nice for us to go to a place to specifically focus on doing the music, and it just so happened that somebody said, there's a cheap deal going on the studio in Barcelona this week. We were like, let's go. Let's get
3 songs for one.
And a jug of sangria. Brilliant.
I don't know. Mark touched on something there, which is definitely because before we announce this tour, we need to check with our wives as well. I've not told mine yet. We're going on tour for 11 months next year. But Mark's right that for us nowadays, it's so complicated being at home. I mean, those with families know. So to actually go somewhere which isn't home, that you're not relied on, and all the rest of it is actually very nice, but also it's very productive as writers and performers to be able to leave all that behind and go and do your job.
1990 was when it all started, and the reason why you are still here, still doing it, because all three of you genuinely love what you do.
I've got to be honest, there's not a lot to not like about what we do. Honestly, there is. I mean, we do love making music. We love writing. We love performing. Like Howard said, the bit that's the reward is the going on tour. I mean, there's not a lot of downsides to being on tour. So and that's our view of it. So that's why we're still here doing it. And you know what? The other thing is for us, which is in addition to the music, is we've always been good mates.
Yeah.
So it's not just like going on tour. It's like going on tour with your mates. So it's just fantastic. We love it. And I think whenever days like this happen where we're launching something, we just feel very lucky.
Do you ever get really infuriated with one another? Because I imagine the annoying habits, like Mark leaves nail clippings in the sink, or there's hair in somewhere on the floor.
And
Like,
you know, the interesting thing is when there's some new people around us and they hear us talking to one another, I think they always think, oh, is there something? It's just like, oh, no, we know each other very well, don't worry.
It's lovely to have you back together. Good luck with the new album, the new single as well, which is out today, and of course the tour. Please come back soon, won't you? It's Take That.
Thank you.
This is Heart.